platform apraman ani apa ni pompa yi so. The platform the cardinal nana yaukese sonsontwe sontwi asonsentwe ani nsentwitwi a ekọ batako braman esinukoso ato apetia mantemfi asansa krokotiako the platform sunie asisi nkondwa asisi adwa ama trankondwa atrenufo bra nana yaukese the cardinal tiadwam ewo peace 104.3 FM so the platform odoso puo ade doso ensempudium amanyosam abrabom nsam asetrem nsam ani amansa hodo so nsam ani sa wudu bi adia ani na hia na ya kase the cardinal wone na pamfo our the platform dwedie so wo peace 104.3 FM adwoda ni ukwada numre biada efri no nwotwekopim nondu the platform wo peace FM ensam wasisie de aba de akro ani de yatia ni de yehu ni nyina ne wudi na apreto ani na sombi na yensiai na banu so a emia the platform chire wadwene bi Ghana ya my Ghana.
My Ghana, asumdwe fie peace 104.3 and was gusu awutie se na wonim se Jordan ukode bia no na wotweka sebo no kogupe na wonim se yebesi nkonwa na ye di Ghana nkomo ya to ne din the platform anyumrei aseda soronko enkonfama wo se radio stations ne doors na so de no ato asumdwe fie peace na obeti Ghana nkomo radio stations adwumadi musumu kramu Ghana for na nyina aseda soronko enkonfama mo sabre ya meet aduasan wo twa apa no wotwe ho mo so amobeka ya ho social media no so no yenyi mu mfiri mu da aseda ne bi enkonfama mo na wonim se platform de wonso ka ho bi enti mpenifo kire na adwen e wo studio no wonso wo ho kwan se wode wadwen kire betum wo ya gebre na brepamu ya kenkan dia mawo wadwen kire no betimi da 0556700700 or WhatsApp line to memfre 0556700700 Facebook no so obetimi dia fa ho ebetomo ya gebre na ya kenkan edia mo na nwumire yi ye ne urumnyamfo boache ajakon Mantorino na esinkonwa na yedi enkomo na wonim se urumnyamfo boache ajakon de wotenase ya wisdom na atenase no ensem no bedem ma enti ye ensem bi dokra yebetwe ho abatew ya ba de cardinal na ne akese watenase enkomo twetwe ebi frase na ya bawuro mesanse urumanyamfo bochaja kwa tena CD eni ebiti nsem yensori ne eni ntino yetwe ho batew ya ba ekoma twetwe ebi frase wonso ho kwan so wadwen kyerɛ no de ba 0556700700 0556700700 ba be kan da ma Facebook no so o de fa hodo mo ye begibre na ya kan e dia ma yetwe ho ba ye ba ekoma twetwe ebi frase asomdwe fie peace 104.3 and was guso awutie oni yentena
Peace FM.
For the game, the formation be simple. 4-4-2. Defense, midfielder, striker, then winger.
Oh, nah, it be 5-4-1.
Who tell you? I've been ref since the night.
You can debate formation every day, but there's only one formula that works for Guinness. Tilt, pour. Tilt to 6 degrees, tilt to 45 degrees, and pour to enjoy the satisfying and refreshing bold taste of Guinness Foreign Extra Stout. Drink responsibly, not for sale for persons under 18 years of age. Not recommended for pregnant women. This advert is FDA approved.
Peace.
Susu baby baby, abwa Ghana, na Ghana beyo, eyo efremi nwaro. Susu baby, abwa Ghana, na Ghana beyo, eyo efremi nwaro.
The platform apraman ani apa ni pompa yi so the platform the cardinal nana yaukese sonsontwe sontwi asonsentwe ani nsentwitwi a ekọ batako braman esinukoso ato apetia mantemfi asansa krokotiako the platform sunie asisi nkondwa asisi adwa ama trankondwa atrenufo bra nana yaukese the cardinal tiadwam ewo peace 104.3 FM so the platform odoso puo ade doso ensempudium amanyosam abrabom nsam asetrem nsam ani amansa hodo so nsam ane sa wudu obi ade a ane na hia na na yakase the cardinal wone na pamfo our the platform dwumadie so wo peace 104.3 FM adwoda ne wukwada numre biada efri no nwotwekopim nondu the platform wo peace FM ensam wasisie de aba de akro ane de yatia ne de yehunu ni nyina ne ne wudi na apreto ane na sombi na yansiai na banu so a emia the platform chire wadwene bi Ghana ya my Ghana
Ghana ya sase batana nyamieshra no da wamanu niema penyi dala na wamanodo ya sase batana
awusa mamunyina ajo edamose sabre amino kasei akasima edunwotwe na abo nonkron the platform no asungusu auti Patricia Zefa Fisher Prince Bafo Asamoah Samuel Apia Henry Kwesi Minka ena Man Sadat Dominic Nyanyovo ene Nana Pepra omo ena ahihye dwuma ya medi ho chiame efrem Nana ya okese obetimi afrem the cardinal said onim na nanwumre me me offer Man Torino ena etna se abo enkomo but ansana me call me offer wa me ne be kasa no ade bi ha me na asam we ne kan din nanso ayo offer se 19 kuro umia eye ne ya wa mia nso a ne 9 etwa ka na sese meka na kana meka no enya de bonus wa mentan obi oye adwuma bia e promote no Ghana ha bia o deserve why not because me ye adwuma na o promote me be me de this obi a deserve promotion here the man na enye me ya da nanu na kata free abankasi mba se o mampani na srafo mpanifo no omo ye adwuma no waye ensachirae kakra ewum na sa ensachirae na waye wumu no okay so ba samuzunyi okay mo mama nkan krata bi ansa no mabasa asem no so because krata we sesia na krata we so eba krata ya mensa kan free office of the president Callistus Mahama PhD secretary to the president ono ena nensa ehye krata no ase enti mo mama nkan reassignment of duties. I write to formally convey the directive of His Excellency the President regarding your reassignment. I say, in line with this directive, you are hereby reassigned from your current position to the Ministry of the Interior, where you will serve as the technical advisor to the Honorable Minister. This reassignment takes immediate effect, and you are expected to liaise with the relevant authorities to ensure a smooth transition into your new role. His Excellency the President recognizes and deeply appreciates your unwavering dedication, professionalism, and invaluable contribution to the nation. It is his firm belief that your expertise and commitment will continue to serve the country effectively in your new capacity. Kindly accept my best wishes as you assume your new responsibilities. When you are Commissioner of Police, Mami Yetiwa Adodankwa. Mami Yetiwa Adodankwa. But eheme ngonga kakra kire se ena awie ya na kata free posi atana kesi mu ebaye kata na ebaye mpacho muntiu edia na eye first on the list no so eye COP Mami Yetiwa Adodankwa tie the Inspector General of Police IGP Mr. Christian Teteyuhunu has today 19th March 2025 made the following command changes to ensure effective management and operational control of the Ghana Police Service. 1. Commissioner of Police, Mrs. Mami Yetiwa Adodankwa, Director General, Research and Planning, that is RNP. Ene we ya ne bai. Ene ya so. Ene ya so ya reassign Mami Yetiwa. Ene no aba so onko research and planning no. Ene ya reassign ne se o mesren ko interior ministry. No onko ya adwuma as technical advisor. And then police for ye reshuffle and then 19th March 2025 and Mami Yetiwa COP Yetiwa Adodankwa Accra ya reassigning no mentiasie cra but do nimsene mene de onjechi mu na mentiasie because we de me mentiasie cra. Okay. Patricia soldier for the anyway send the soldier for the mama wate. Na menhwe. Na mpesa me kan sem bi free sa krata no. Eno ne ade a say hia me pa me pesa okay wa mahu jai. Na me sha ase na me kan sa asem we ne kan na ye me den. But kwabana menka me na meka cause man kan obi ani ho obeka. Eno see appointment dated Friday March 14th 2025. Friday, March 14, 2025. Appointment of new security chiefs. President John Dramani Mahama has appointed the following security service chiefs. There be no way na mepe no. Mepe soja for no de no. Patricia soja for no de no mame. En na mehwehwe no nye we a. Soja for no de na mehwehwe no. Why? Hwehwe no mame. Because person me gina no so na me de ka asem. Na soja for no de na e baaye no. Who say ne appointment na wo ye ni nyina no. Na ye 1-star generals, 1-star brigadier generals, 1-star. Sa ena odema omo ekokuku si ase. Na diama eme kakra mpesa me ka ho asem ne se. Nka ha adwene so obi be ye adwuma na ye be promote no. But Ghana Armed Forces na e wo hosa no. Enna hosa kekewu. Enna hosa keke. General Thomas Yao Opon Pepra or a 4-star general. 4-star general. Thomas Yao Opon Pepra. Okay, the American in here. I think I'm who the American. Appointment of new service chiefs for the Ghana Armed Forces. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, has made changes to the command of the Ghana Armed Forces. The President has appointed the following as acting service chiefs for the Ghana Armed Forces pending consultation with the Council of State. 1. Acting Chief of Defense Staff, Brigadier General William Ejepong. 2. Acting Chief of Army Staff, Brigadier General Lawrence Kweku Betanu. 3. Acting Chief of Naval Staff, Commodore Godwin Levinus Blessing. 4. Acting Chief of Air Staff, Air Commodore Eric Agent Frimpong. And then 5. Acting Chief of Staff, Brigadier General Glover Ashon Anan. Ti sampeni for mabubo omu din nyina no. Omo eye 1-star generals. 1-star generals. Okay. Na kakra minimum ne say Ufri Brigadier General oko Major General. Then from Major General oko Lieutenant General. And san wadru General baby a ura Opon Pepra ewo no. Ena meka kranso so a me so maken kan na minim ne say yamfa ne say 3-star generals aye wo no Lieutenant Generals na aye wo ni nyina no yamfa se bi omo intake no omo miensa omo nyina aye the same intake ne ade a yenya ye baako CDS a omo maka ni nyina automatically mboko fie asese mu nyina moko because CDS no eni se onya classmate ewo soja adwuma no enti omo nyina be ko fie okay ena yenim say sa regimented nyina no lower higher rank and salute lower rank yenya ne sa ba bia enti there is no way say 3-star general ebetimi salute 1-star general 2-star general ntimi salute 1-star general ena if you soldier for nankasa mu no omunim say seminu nyina kra pass out enne na wo number 1 na mimi ye 2 a usini ame they know yen hyehyɛ because number ne yemfa mmakwa omunim kwa mfa so mma number no yemfa mmakwa ebia ye pass out no ye exams ne ye bibia ewie ye no ebia ofa ja akunya be 95 on the wa ben 95 obitimenya onya be 95 ena eja mehame abrante mimi nya be ebia the 90 anase 85 eden a ofa ebitimenya 1 mimi memfa nse minya 2 a even though me ni nyina pass out but the number ni ntino odimanim soja fo ni nim na de ha me wasam no ho ne say your Ghana Armed Forces are 4-star general in the omonim o kofia yenya 3-star general amidi anim yenya 2-star general am promote na nko 3-star amana amidi anim ana yenya 3-star general am promote na nko 4-star amana mama amidi anim now a 1-star general so technically major generals and lieutenant generals na yewoni nyina no automatically obi abekofie enya saa de a esese mampani pe ba bi di omukokoshe na omukosewo omumfie na aka na omde beko retirement no eno ye number 1 ehonu pokura de nka so omo no nhya da nurse bibiri because 3 stars no mehwem na so mo ye 3 ena 2 stars no so ye jama 8 or so enti ehonu kwa de nka nhya da nurse bibiri now hwa de 1-star we boy abubo mu din nyina brigadier general 1-star generals enti ye say amino a na omu CDS 4-star no ese wo de 1-star na be command omo ana say ube promote no akosen major general ana lieutenant general ana general ena na be command se council of state gituma ube ndey enu pokran ha adwen mehwe mu kakra so amaye kire say sa we mo no omo intake no no mo do so pa sa brigadier generals no mo ho ni nyina ye bom di no omo intake no mo do so pa ena esan say soja adwuma se ye be fa wo ye mate e de no kokko CDS a eni se onya classmate wa adwuma no nti no ye be ye omo den e ho de doson your excellency e ho de einkwa de esrew e be ya hwe ni biom ke be ya e ho no hwe ni biom e be ya e ho no hwe ni biom why wadawroma mesrew mi nyansa nnu animu saa me de betuufo e ya madwen me nkwala adwene e na me kire era mampanin se e be ye yi a se wo hwe na be ye yi a hwe ho ni biom hwe ho ni biom why na yese mrenkenso obesiri tase no na wasma asase aka kire no oh ensam ne yesu yatitibi yesu yatitibi pa obi pa rise dru 2-star 3-star enya grow onimfom wasua adwuma ye sojafo na ye wo sesi an Ghana nyina sojafo na omwo ye wo no mopa do bi nhada nko adwuma no Ghana Armed Forces no mu no nko hwemu se e generals na ye wo ni nyina omo a omo hu omo akokun ko ankasa omo akobida life ko ekoso omo akobida no akasen omo dodo esen experience there yenton experience yenton no ba bia era mampanin sa wo hwe na ebeye yi a hwe ne biom so obi ya odoba na obi odo na oboa na ense hwe ne mo ma de bi wo ofaja akoti hei me metimi akofaja akofie tem bia mepe me kwa metimi akọ kitchen aduane ewo ho bia metimi di bi me kọ na de wo ho no me kọ no a metimi aka kire mo say me mpe we mo no we ma me obi antumi mi some question but enye bibia no fa Jacob ya ma me da na ma bi wo ha me bisa na obaka tem say yawo we di enyi and just we ni pabonini sa na sese ba jero mampani se wo ye na be ye yie na nko ama awe kakra basoro a kebeboa kebeboa because so je adwuma de adwuma me pese me ka ho asem kura nje na me di kan ka se ade a ne kan ye me din but se be ye o man be ko suru nti se be ye o man be ye yie na o man be intact nti ho be hia se meka nti mo amutuma mpanifo no mestremo se mo hwe na be ye yie a munya ho bibi na bobone de abufuo bobone sa wo de ya ade a mpendo do na ya na enwie yie on se ubufu pa ho ubufu pa na yesa obo obi a ahwe nipa no obobona kuno ubufu pa ena brezo obubufu pa o take decision was abufuo no no ya na sa decisions do na enwie yie nka ho bi mawie na sedam di kaka no de me kan nkyere sebi me pa kyere sebi ni nyansa chema mpani da bi de mampani tie no me nduru hoda na de bi ade onim no minim ba de me nsusu minim no na maka no era so ye hu bibi ne be yi a hwe ne biom me da wase anyumre me of a man Torino na etna se abo enkomo hey na over
yeah
say me no me no ha na ya brande
yeah pim so yeah brigadier generals one star
there we offer oh yeah one star there me ndru hokra me nam lieutenant have be kra hey
adom
no ba ho efe over ho efe pa na bibia boko de
oh nyame adaroma
ke de radias
oni edi ni yi
na ene ye bedi nkomo e de afa budget na no finance minister kan ho na wo ye pani na wo fifie de e den a maybe say say efie tesen me kan fie a on say eye wabusua UP abusua na me kan ho asem yi enti ofa oba na efie tesen
yaw ni edi kan maame enna wase se don anne bra no nyina no mamia akonya se me ne temamufo ene wetifo wo ewiase afa na nyina emedi nkomo aseda ni etosu bio wetifo nyina micheche obi biara ena MPP for miame party for so michiamu nyina de metimi aka ne se abutre de ewie nkunimdie niama bebre ekoso a eni se ekoso kasa biso ekoso a obisa o se na kasa we a efri osimesi ana obentia no ban eni hwehe so ebeboa dwumadi a yepesi yedi in terms of reorganizing the party ana mesre party ma es nkanka won wo wa kwanya ekọ radio so ekasama obi atibino mama yakasa enye de mama yakasa ehunte mama yakasa enye de edi abutoyemu eba ena mo kasa no enye de etwe akra ebedom yekui sese nya sa na ekoso enti ubisa ya enyo eso ebejo
ojiri
ni etie ni se emre na dua omo a ewose ani omo kasa no ye ni omo kasa omo a ye ose e krokro omo no so ye krokro omo e wo se etia wo mo so no yawo eni na enu eni na nsa ye betia wo woni wo ba e kasa kokuam kasa wo dem na oye osetie ba obi nte wonka na eba ne ye de nani atra nani nton ana wawe kramadua etia no na ba na wotia so a e ma bontensofo eti ne ekoso ya mpesa bontensofo ti yensem enti mesre obi biara ye nyina ya koma mrafo na ya nwini se ekuo we no bebredi won kwa atwa bebredi won bre won mujani ekuma koi ena abedru ne mpempenso de wase yen yeye ni se yesu ye be bomoden atoa onwuma paso ne ye bibi papa menchiri ma yen ne ye be se no enne wosi edi nsi egu amnemu se yen nye yen penso enne ye betena ho makoi ejija ase enti na me wa yirehemu se ye pempenso na kro ne nyina adwene ekọ benkro mu a ebisi ye
na MPP for mutime de boneche
wa fa bone anche no brofo mo say he who cannot forgive destroys the bridge over which he will need to pass one day. Wa also wontimi mfa bone nche no kwanya also debi ebehia so faso no saa kwan no ana saa twene no na wo say no Lord's prayer so forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. In the book of Matthew, one fan cha nyame fan chaw entimin tna anka se ye nyina ye de boneche ana ye nyina ye mfa bonenche eye nipa su ene banya ewo ankurankure ho wa fa nche no ka hu se oso dabi ye de bedu na ye de diwa bunkompo hwe na kai se na anu asem bia medi yenti ne hu nsunsaso ene bia abameso enti chede wose ye de che edini se dianya na wo de cha na no nkire se wo wire fi kura wo ese asrewa o jiji ne ba oyina ni to nchen nye wa hunu ntra menka se eno nti obi nipa we boni trimpo edi boni bi no now sit down se boa ye to abasako fa che no nemu ahwe yie so ewo ho
finally ewo party mu no baby amu osisi e afede moni so atemo mohu ekwan esese mo fa so no sana musi wi ye ntina obi ani so biri no
eni so tie no e ma no prekupe o ebinum ani so ate won han ebinum so Bronise is still living in self-denial. Until se dogo bi no abe. Ene binum esign wan kasa woni ye binti no. Onim so ogitumu a wobu no hofo. Enti me nyintum nda nyintum kina enso ne kure ne de onimse sei netie. Enti kakra ebinum so ani ate emin so ani ate won ebinum so na de nam kwan so ba na yedanya obia ni so beti no. The only condition is that emre ni hosa said ye da misika no nhihye ni nsusuye bia e wo se ye hihye esusu no e wo say by December 2025 ni edi hu dwuma wi ni apagya party na si ne nan so bran na obia hu say party a eni ye binti akɔno free yɛn ho party a yɛne yɛ bi nti obuo ne dobi free yɛn ho no afei deɛ ahweaseɛ no mu a yɛde sɔre yɛn no yɛaprapra yɛn ho ahohoro yɛn ho ama sesei yɛakɔgyina yɛdadam ti mewɔ awerɛhyɛ mu sɛ saa adwuma no so no nipa bebree ate aseɛ asom a ɔmo bɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛbɛyɛ pempen so anakoro adi ama yɛ fɛ.
Okay, I hope say party for betie na omo afa emu aba. We da say. Now offer yemra table na mudi this one. Finance hono na yem musika sem ho nkomo.
But answer na no men asem a kan fa soldier asem. Mame mreka kra na e asem hia pa. Wa hwe we kan ana wedi Ghana bakose mo echi. Emre biara o security services no. Wode be wode unsa babu bomu anunum no. Now pass mo ama o man no. The last British general, a friend General Alexander, or Chro will be a friend the African tightrope. British for a free Flagstaff House. Now, Flagstaff House was the base for military command.
Okay.
A the last British military general naughty.
Okay.
Entity a friend of Flagstaff House. A foot tour or the man then president Nkrumah. They say soja da hosano ye dia butre any nyansa any akrokro ene chichiri. He has a statement say if you put a gun in a man's hand he is 10 foot tall. So the tuosha koda kransamu waye kwabrani cause to me the wutu ena nadwini enru babia ye di tuosha nsemu bone ena odidi. Between 1962 and 1965 na President Nkrumah started say ordinance nunu Ghana army especially free Congo by no. Na hun sem bebre se Congo na General Michel, Brigadier General Michel, okonya accident on a air crash on a Dag Hammarskjöld, General Secretary General of the UN. They died in a plane crash. And from Kojochi Kata, Kotoka, Frifa, General Ankra. No mu nyina akɔfae. Enti omo bae no. Na omo ani so aye krakrakakra. Na adwene sesa bi aba wo so. Na omo hu kwan a wodi esojafo fa so a emwa wo mo ne oman no. So no, ne nyina aba wontrim. From 62 President Nkrumah formed the president's own regiment. He was not relying on Ghana Army view. Or the Ninsanunu Zanlerugu the other Colonel Zanlerugu, there was another one. President's own regiment, no mukrem. Now main soldier nankasa eda baby okranie O2. Just say a fair who create rivalry competition against ye emphata eba wo regiment any main soldier nintem. Eni na enu eni nansa eno kofa Russian colonel bi odene bebata Harley hu. JWK Harley, Russian colonel, to do changes in the Ghana army, supported by Baden. Nkrumah nipa be a friend of Baden. Sa changes or almost started so omo ye no. And the kofa assemble 66. Samre no so no de nsa akonu no police mo. Me great grand uncle ERT Magite, first IGP near home. Sa institutions omo conservative and traditional. Political authority edi won hu kohihye saa niam mu ni nyina no ebe wiase no na oman no mu na atoba ha tibesre na sadie ne kwan so se otimi ye changes ba bibia won nhihye ya yede ye say wo one star generals na eba wo Edin Semba, a TF4 Bekaya, a Frifa had to be quickly promoted from major to general. Quickly. Jasu. Now, who promoted and none classmates so show. No, I'm so formal, Anjani. Womu to Womufu. Because, like you said, you couldn't have a major or be a coup. A fan woko the head of state no. Na commander in chief major na ne head of army general. Ye entina omu nyina wo se promote omu 10 wo promote no now den samo ba soldier no mom baby a wiase adro any baby a Ghana gina no ma ye nyaniama ebema nkwanta ayira yen de meka efe ye beko budget no so yaw
over here o se na medical ka COP mama yeti wade na krata free police PR director by say the new IGP assistant ne pumab ne ada eyinum commanders no kakra first on the list COP Mrs. Mami Yetiwa Adodankwa and work research and planning as director general no kwakoda no ewie yawo then enwumre ya krata ba say
me huni
ya reassigning to interior ministry as a technical advisor.
Yaw, what does this signal?
Something is not adding up.
Indecision. BB throughout the civil and public service, that turbulence is going on. Cocoa board. A brand TB ukuralete. 2 days or because all cover na another a brand TB
Position
corona.
Tebia any fashion.
Sir.
Etimisi and that's any fashion.
Youth employment. Obi ako enoni ye kotunu afri na yakọ hon because letter na koye mienu
na one na etro sa mienu no
eno kire wo se adwene bi nsipi ena competition bi so ekoso competition ni se ebi a ye ne abre o ye ne akofa tumi aba ye ntena ho ma asemasi emefa wonu nipa same party onu nipa na onya ye de ene ye bepre sa peria no enya NDC pen destabilize it destabilizes the whole nation. I can tell you ports there are 6 deputy commissioners or something. It's a list that I hear pray. Only 8
GPHA.
Aye. Me classmate penny wo and this me share a bon come no say mama pa who's the system ministers me list yeah people see be a list me cry about 200 And it just 2 weeks we are here reshuffle. Aperi. So it was so beaten timid in 9C form. Said this is the president's decision finito. Na nyese obi fetchire no akonunum na ni atro letter for Debbie at your how, especially civil service, any public service there. Me and Fanko. Entina nkanino. They were called permanent secretaries, heads of civil service, department. They were called permanent secretaries. Rollins by na eja ubi free ho. You need to give the civil and public service a sense of stability. To say my judges near the end. If they don't have a sense of stability, what do you accept now?
Anyway, of I am budget no so.
Yo,
Papa.
Budget no makai o kan kwa ni mu a na sound wa bi si akire.
Saying
I call it a budget full of emptiness.
Ose
A budget full of emptiness. Oh no. Minim say budget buy nipa bebre doso no etutu no sreni abasa. Wo mu nyina focus on numbers ni ade. Eno ye na yaw emre nka mre wo mu a me mesha see free a different angle.
Okay, a kind of offer.
Angle me pese me sha see say you were under an IMF program. You be free 2025 for freedom for 2026. Na sa wo share budgeted daye nimu. Any IMF December 2024 review, third review no. I say budget the two upon every IMF document no. NIBP budget no.
Ede be mo akansa.
Woko you see say woko attachment 1 document no. Title ni Memorandum of Economic and Financial Policies. And no ye niema MPP aban any IMF share say ye MPP for niema nhyiamu no yagye atum say ye be ye ana ye di be dwumanie. And it's in the first paragraph
The whole IMF document.
IMF document.
Okay, all right.
Dated December 2024. Country Report 24334. Or say, it outlines the policies and reforms we will implement to achieve our objectives of fully restoring macroeconomic stability and debt sustainability and supporting economic growth. Mohammed Amin Anta,
Finance Minister.
Finance on a signing document. Eye niema MPP any IMF transfer ye dito mu se sa niema ye dito ye ho se aban ye beye. Eno na me eho na me pese me de compare budget NDC dia be. Into wo hwe item 135 Roman 2 or say the fiscal consolidation agenda 2025, the mandatory use of blanket purchase order to capture multi-year commitment contracts in line with the medium-term expenditure framework. Oko page 12 of IMF document no making page 12 paragraph 24. Or say, blanket document, no. Or say, the authorities have enabled blanket purchase agreement. So, no. End of 2024 to fully capture multi-year commitments in the Ghana Integrated Financial Management Information Systems, GIFMIS. Mr. Speaker, the following expenditure will be implemented in the 2025 fiscal year. Roman 135 Roman 2. The mandatory use of blanket purchase order to capture multi-year commitments in line with the medium-term expenditure framework.
Then IMF.
The authorities has enabled blanket purchase agreement. How am I an order? Agreement.
Verbatim.
To fully capture multi-year commitments in the Ghana in GIFMIS.
So where is that the crew?
The crew, end 2024. Musumosi will be implemented in 2025 fiscal year. Enya nupe bebre. I will cite examples too because I hold hear me. Niye hunu se niema ni bi wo ha ye de budget no eye no. Esa agudie bi edi. 155 natural resource rent, which is the difference between revenue of a commodity and the average cost of producing it, is about 14% of GDP for Ghana. However, revenue from extractive industry is about 1.5% of GDP only. This is because we fail to fully capture the economic rent of natural resources. Page 37, IMF report. Page 59, IMF report, paragraph 37. We intend to submit to Parliament a new extractive industry fiscal regime bill by end of July 2025. The draft was prepared with the support from the fund. Once passed, the bill will help us raise sufficient revenue and provide adequate incentives to invest at reasonable costs to both the government and taxpayer while improving transparency and governance. The same concept, the same point. 155. Oko page 59, paragraph 37. Ebio.
Still, I compare budget no IMF document no.
Aye. Because they man does. So, and especially Sawuba social intervention programs, social intervention, paragraph 205. Or see, under the school feeding program, budgetary provision has been increased from 1.344 billion to 1.7, representing a 33% increase. The allocation for 2025 reflects an increase in the school feeding cost per meal per child per day from 1 cedi 50 pesos to 2 cedis. Yan Shasiem free IMF report on page 10, 18. Or say, the authorities also have strengthened other key social programs such as the school feeding program near Twaso. But Oko page 52 of the IMF report are details no wa. Or say we also, this is MPPU, we also increase the allocation. We also increase the benefit under the Ghana School Feeding Program by 25% to help compensate for high food inflation experienced in the last 2 years. It goes on to talk about increases in capitation grant. It is a increase it is something that has already been done and captured
in IMF conditionality
in the
program.
IMF report. So it also national health insurance 208. Mr. Speaker, we have uncapped the national health insurance levy. An amount of 9.9 billion has been programmed for the National Health Insurance Scheme 4. Page 52, a whole bill. In the health sector, we increased the allocation of national health insurance by more than 40% to gradually clear the backlog of medical claims arrears and provide resources for the accrued medical claims, essential medicines, and vaccines. Medical claims, essential medicines, and vaccines in the budget. Nema MPP agree. I capture in the IMF report. I feel na NDC for budget so omubeyo. Me de menfa ba ku bi penka ho na yenko other topics. Leap. Or say, Mr. Speaker, under the LEAP program, the benefits had been indexed to inflation, and the number of beneficiary household will be increased from 350,000 to 400,000 from July 2025. What does the IMF report say? Specifically, we doubled for the second year the benefits under the Livelihood Empowerment Program cash transfer. Then, the same page, paragraph 14. Regarding LEAP, in addition to indexation of benefits to inflation, indexation. In addition to indexation for inflation, we will finalize and review the beneficiaries to improve the targeting program in favor of extremely poor while expanding the LEAP coverage to reach 400,000. We're talking of this year. While increasing the LEAP coverage to reach 400,000, we will increase LEAP from 350,000 to 400,000 from July 2025. Enti budget na odi abeto yenim no. Den pa na eye different. We see in the earlier statement, Oka say, this is a budget that is going to a game changer. Game changer na aye cut and paste. Yemfa ko baby ya. Enti say ka budgeta. Mumi yenka de edi ye be koyenim, not baby edi be twentwen so baby ejina. Ana de ya ye twem na so wako akopi, ako two copy. Say any now they be adwuma. Look, at the end of the day, budget ne home fast one say. Eye nhihye a aban de ba e kire na dwene po. E kwankora obefa so sani ebeya ya kon sika ye begije no ye de bebo ye bra no ye be dane no ma obia ko mu ayden ahenha no kakra o hwe budget we a niema e kire se epese ye no bisa ho se ebeden provisions e wo ha no ebeden na de wo so pese o ye no ebeden abem yen hwe ye chikakra wo se o budget wo se o pese o cut expenditures wo de ya kon ho masika ye dididi no o pese o de bafom esan se ye di mebro so nyesa 2024 sika ye MPP ye di bo o mine ho bra no na ye 226 billion budget we mu no wo se 2025 no o de 268.7 billion then also what is MPP time 2024 226 2025 there also the boy ho bra no 268 and to say o tete your budget ye akon sika no so you are contradicting yourself enye no kre asemo wo ka no enye no kre ebio MPP was na Office of Government Machinery na I say Ghana for a year juma o omudo so say Ghana population yo under Kufuado Office of Government Machinery 326 million 2025 Mosi Mwecha 2.7 billion yo Osu obi edia ma broso Ono yusu 326 million wo baya odia wo se odi 2.7 billion enebeye. That cannot be a lean government. You see, president in office for communications who say,
Felix Wachofusu. Government communication.
A staff of 4. Momo budget is 78 million. A day in communication kwa na mokoya. Mo budget 78 million.
Of a Maori and Visa Motia Kunyaso na Sumba kwa Ghana for kind say moya no kwadro muntimin kasa moya de kra muntimin chichiri. Tebia we no party no communicators government or communicators na de nti obehwe mo koba bimbebi achirechira ban nema oyim ni nyina so edges.
The Ministry of Information.
There be we say we enka ho.
Ministry of Information. Yaw, yen yesusa no. Na Ministry of Information or more cinema vans. Car, yen e friend car to sini. Anajuno mo bi sum abespark. Na nkoda ye ni bibiye. Ni ye ni e chire niama aban ye na so on and so forth. Adwuma we no eye Ministry of Information adwuma. Enye nipa 9 ebia muti Jubilee House. Sana mo kan de ani mo nchire mu ye. Se nye nipa 9 no. Nemo ye serial callers kan ye texters kan ye party boys kan ni nyina ya te ase. Se adwuma na mo pa ma mo serial callers ni ye beti ase se sa na aba no ye ne ye koto aba ma mo na se pro se na mo pesa mo ye no ni age atum But don't come and tell us to say more titanium muscle. Every time I betray no na sikano kosu. Near a yemi konana any tax section. And now na meti so be so a way they a very business friendly. Just a businessman, a dumb businessman, men and women. And I mean, bisa say, a dumb businessmen and women are saying say, yeah, so shapa taxes bang realistically any attitude. So shapa, of course, almost say, ya abolish 10% withholding tax on betting. And no whole confusion minister de buy ama asebno anko daboko. Sen ko kan act ni year ko be hunu say bet lottery winnings is not the same as betting.
Also I be corrected.
Sir, a major document like your budget. A major document like your budget. A hona ukuti ne chiriwa be corrected. Somewhere 1% electronic e-levy. Emission levy. VAT on motor vehicle insurance and tax de otete so a ye baka hu se sika no a o ti afri mu no e wo sa o pe baby fufura a wo benya e dia beshi de mindi wo mu nya adwene e ye emission levy on industries and vehicles. You see, ye the ensa koshe kratasi on global contracts. Yes, global emission standards ye de ho akodom no. Niema ye beye enye sika ayebi enie. Ansana ebinum ayeden abesos. Global warming asemo ye kan ye ken. Yaw eye real. Enti se wuyi sa emission levy no. Na wenya sika foforo amfiri baabi a mehyemu a eka no abo. Oda ho a omsi new revenue measures. Growth and sustainability levy on gold production raised from 1 to 3%. Special import levy extended to 2028. Hana me say special import levy de buy any businessmen yan hu sem bebre o extended to 2028 from 2025. You are imposing a new tax. Call it an extension of an existing tax. But minim say 2025 nanke tuo cha. A fade o they call 2028. So I'm going to be bet twaso a tax me for the next 3 years. Somewhere in the budget, omo can say, oh, government ye tax way, ye tax nesi ye omo abolish certain taxes, COVID e-levy nin kroneba. But a binum taxes ni bi wo ho a omo ye de ene de wo ho e be so wo ho a they are just going to change the names, combine all of the taxes, change the name, and the tax is still there. Enti tax asemo e wo budget ni ayesa kwesi ko no gina kwentia ye de taxes omo twemu nyina what betting tax 150 million. One capot said the tax account are okay. So we are no, you cannot get sufficient money to cover the way you free money. Already yaw. Sika ye eto a ye gege no. Enso ya kon humabo. Ene enso mpuntu dwuma e wo se ye. Na se deficit no beda ho saa. Dan se boa e wo se unye sika free baby. E de be cover.
Peace FM.
Se deficit da ho a de obetimi ayen se de wo de bo ho akonhoma didi no obetwa so obetiti so se ne ebe ya income eba no ebe so wo expenditures awo se wontimi ntwa so a na no wo kwabosia bo na bosia boya na yo from 1952 ebesi ne budget sa yanko ho bosia bo enu 3 years dabia no esan se yentimi entight ye ho no yisi ekobo obi bosia bo na dia bedroom pempenso a ene debt exchange program echina this say ye as oman any a buyer edi ye nim so when sinkiti say look ya bre any near kosi kwa bia so no we have to bite the bullet niema bi wo ho a e wo si ejai ana ye twentwen so an ye ho hin ha ye nwia obroni osi you cut your coat according to the size of your cloth. Usike sa wasimsa enti budget e dia betu na medie my dream chire ana me expectation was that they were going to take certain bold measures.
Amantiki.
They on
hey, you try 11 betting tax COVID no crash some say
ni nyina no ekosi say amount ni ye say ya o de ka 1 million now see ene okay ene ifia ye ni gari echina now tete so na u save 100 cedis e ka 1 million e da ho nya 100 ene ye de kote enti I was in the medium term strategy of the year budget because who call data no more appendices no more you see 3 years I was media my expectation was that look NDC or minor mom such a huge vote of confidence right and no na munyina so to do the bold things or say timemu for say look as somewhere baby MPP bia baby MPP for the ekogina enye as somewhere be kan to mo som no enie nemu o mining hihye se di sitie no yankono mema so a enye yi go through the share debt sustainability analysis from this budget from IMF document. Yaw say ye try nye ye ne anke kan ye ho enyina yi by after 2020 it will be back to IMF. Enye me nwanwa kura. Ebio wo hwe budget yi mu a yesi bibi freno gold board.
The game changer.
Eno yete no daben ehumra a emani nyina so ewen is in draft form sa na matie yemfa ma parliament approve president and signing into the law into gold board no as we speak a non-existent So no. Na why a gold border? Enyina mrebia emmakin enyina mrebi so. Na wo say wo sika fia bi e wo ho no. When you move 279 million. So on fan koye adwuma. Na wo patch re say. Yan fa ne say uyi says budget K2 way. Na ekodru parliament. Na in the unlikely event parliament was yen so. What would you assume wa kofaba? Which is sika to wha you cannot go through appropriations so. Into one kokasa any 279 no amede to ha no kotam fa koye bibi foforo. Government budget yes government expenditures no san ye no.
Nti no say basa nka bende.
You have to pass new appropriations.
Eish.
So no. Inti men train.
Oh, basa we there we no offer. So we no omo numbers nti omo budget to.
You see, ye bumai ye de saa adwene no bumai a etochima me wo numbers nti de me pese me ye bia no me ye de saa adwene no bumai a ebebu aka yesim uti parliament abisa wo ho se edin na me yema oman a meti as a parliamentarian a day na was me yema me man no man ni tumpo ejina yie tumpo enti se o party eye bibia enya utimi kokwo nka se he masa we dey me prince o munyi free eba floor metwetia because the records will reflect.
Okay, so offer Mehad Ebisisia Addendum 2 order paper for the 35th sitting of the first meeting of Parliament Wednesday 19th March 2025. At the commencement of the public business, A. Presentation and first reading of bills. 1. Ghana Gold Board Bill 2025, Minister for Finance. B. Energy Sector Levies Bill 2025, Minister for Finance. Nti sa order paper ne akọ amamrache beja foro and akọ first reading
just tell nyamra
nyamra
enti ntu omu ntimi ntwen well ufu so wo numbers nti de opebia wo be ya anoma bi ni sunwo se ye don't forget to say sa board gold board and our board this is not the first time and maybe a chem near wo Ghana Diamond Marketing Board. My name is Obekaya. And I champion Ghana Diamond Marketing Board. No more office or Registrar General in Chemo. Next Registrar General. I think the last managing director or one of the last managing directors for Ghana Diamond Marketing Board was Captain Kojo Chikata. Na yaw ewiase no ensamwa Diamond Marketing Board de ba akurimu ene na good diamond business and this say no also oye gold board PMMC so omunye den ubegu no ana ubekam yenu nabo. Why are we duplicating?
Are we?
Yes, PMMC. Oshe womo act ne womo nyuma e oso womo ya. Enu na we no mu Jeffrey wo nsemu ye. Enti, what is the difference between PMMC and Diamond Marketing Board? What is the difference?
Of a Pajoti Obi Efri Obi or Parliament. I said the legislation for the Gold Board was laid before Parliament today and was referred to the Finance Committee and Lands and Natural Resources Committee. In the meantime, Medina is in total darkness.
Anything I make can say. Budget win. I see it as full of emptiness. Look, Niema here. Tememufo Niema abeye so konana. Eno ena yen hyase.
Full of emptiness. And bibia ni mu ana.
Aye.
Bibia ni budget no.
You see, bibia nim kire se what set agenda bi. What the enusuade hunu bi asi wani so. What the adwenipo bi ato wo so. Se saa nieme ena mebeye ama oman no atumpon. Na se o beye saa niema no na in the budget ye hunu measures are o take to achieve objectives now. Then it's empty. Also gold board. Yo, media madwene enyentum. Because mehunu be paying. The history of marketing boards. If in 1948 cocoa purchasing company krono e course wo ho no na Ghanaian judge current mintra so yakofa Nigerian judge Justice Jibowu ene betina committee no so ehwehwe mu pensem mu yehu cocoa board kura e dawe emu sembebre me papa. He was the first managing director of produce buying agency. Board sa commodity board si. Ye no mrikaso. Already the gold industry is in a lot of in Ghana. Is in a lot of trouble. Galamsey near, way near, smuggling near, and so on and so forth. And to wash she be beer. Men no putu pro a yabutre. And to 1 year, 1 year near the year, Sanchi she, a dear partner, be say. And within 1 year, no, se gold body bar. Ebe solve problems ni. Yan hihye ni ye be hwiegu. Ye nya botre hihye ni ye a eno ene managina. Enti gold board asemo make omo candidate. Kamia ye se ba kumienu bi na mo aka mo adwuna bom se Ghana gold nyina ye nto. PMMC yemfo mu nsi nchen. Na ye nyi adwuma no maye ho. Edidie ebebem. Ye de akoto parliament. Eno nkyere se ye mra. And ade anye mra what reflect in your budget ebetwa oman sika ede abona konhoma no me mpene but me ne hwan boachi me ne hwan
you be the who.
I am the who. Uye no to nchen a here say big push. Big push no a ding in their old I think 2012 or 2016 manifesto.
It was 2020 big push. Up to now obien to mean chire big push all they are say strategic infrastructure and no so ne de ye na mo say big push strategic infrastructure from Dambai, a dual carriageway over the Volta into Karachi. Said you are now saying there are specific things. So no, Niema infrastructure be a wawa specifically, and on the big push in about Korea when they did their big push. Omo identify 8 industries. And omo techri shipbuilding was one. Omo techri edisika wurem. Omo antena ho ama buy omo no keke se ye big push. Entin ka me expect say NDC mo ka free 2020 no. Nanka mo de beto ho no. Plans
a woman be push a year can 10 billion. Mudimu 800,000 or 900 million. Ena musa mudi ship. Ne aka no way. Moko fa way. Ena specific projects bay. Ena ye nyina beti ase se mu ye ABCD a. Ebebo. Ayi ofanko kwan.
Mentam kese no.
Skabia ni why they twaso. In the budget, there's no money for it. In Temamoto way, there's no money for it. Must a big push.
Peace
Enti so omo pe se ye ti ase ma omo a. Big push no omo nchire ye mu ye. Uye no to nchen.
But sa akwan me no a serious power especially of ankode no.
Enibu.
Of anim say se ayete ka say utuka free ha sa abre kura traffic di kwan so na sa wo se wo kɔ ensawo mu a efiri akonsa wo betimi adi sa abre the traffic bi ani kwan so ti wo betimi akontem wo betimi atwa wana wa.
Don't forget your tires or car tires and no car parts. Don't forget said the equine society. Uye den o tire ni ye monokra no a ubenya problem. The ties no eye monokra no ubenya problem. Enti nya dia ubeka say eye trasa. It's a major project. Na yami yani nko ho. Na ukaya me throw article bi say it was set ye laws certain projects we are buying fufro now ye den now ba it's sign say I go through that process with National Development Planning Commission oba you are required say o budget no obetwa bi eme ade awie ya nyene kakra sa look the interstate US America Interstate Highway 95 one of their best highways 95 I-95 they started in 1956 2 years ago no we the entire highway system
almost
say enna yanyina ya tum big push and yanyina yenim niama eka ho a kame betina hey na me de kotosre to Ghana fo enim say ye menuanom big push am dia be de nka ayi de yanyina yunsom me enwi ni enwi ofanko kwan ebeboa yanyina ana omsi ye de bridge beto dambai to Krachi sani ebeya bayire ni no baya ifri Krachi bano nya fe na ye beto to car chalk bia ni nyina me betra na nka ye nyina ya force. That is how you build consensus to move a nation forward. Mo say 24-hour economy policy no kram for my in your own budget. We will be presenting the 24-hour economic policy to Parliament in due course. In due course. Adia mo gina so. Adia ye campaign. Ama Ghana for to abama mo. O se policy no a fee and now de beba. Enti o kano na trimo pe ben and now de ka. Anaye dada. See ye. Media minyaya Ghana ye DNT. Kasani me. Ebetumi ahyehyɛ amaye na uwie no ko mesaba because of a time into mesaba na fe yaye addition and subtraction numbers are what budgeting ensi susu babia na ebeteki time aye 1 + 1 madam for be so adehin and subtrahing ni aye ni optimamufu anhunu nyina hu se addendum ana appendices ye dia ye budget no nsɛm bebree wɔ mu a ɛma budget no ensisi so nokore ne nyame ani no sɛ budget ɛnyɛ science deɛ wobɛsusu ahyehyɛ wɔ budget no ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ wobɛnya no 100%. It is a guide, but sɛ woyɛ guide so a na no nkyerɛ sɛ biribia a wopɛ bia no aka no tra saa na wogya hɔ kɔ. We will be presenting the 24-hour economy policy to Parliament in due. Yanhye date o. Yama ye time frame. Due course kyerɛ sɛ any time tie bia 2028 to cross your due course.
Enche
ni da bɛn.
Sɛ ɛno ne due course no.
Enti budget we die nyame no nokra no. It doesn't give you a sense of hope. Say omo a yɛde ahyɛ wɔ ɔmo nsa no, they are up to the task. So omo ni me who said the means without getting offensive.
Okay, offer. Ya brana ya be. Da ben na obese nya ho biom. Wo de me yanhyehyɛ na kyire ho.
Na de o say jasu.
Enti sa obenya ho dwada wo de brana emi.
Edwada mini ho.
Edwada so ni ho. Ukuara so minsumi ni ho.
Na say ye we yi kese.
Ye kwa yi ha. Enti wo pa na ye kwa yi no.
Ye kwa yi no ba.
Nyame ya dom na ye koba.
Ye koba because budget we ni si eja no sa.
Hey, budget of hope no.
Ene de wo he.
Ene de da wani mi.
Sa. Ena me se me de me ke.
Oba sa wonye budget ni kura o.
Dabi. Me friend no budget ayi.
Enya ho ya de.
Me nkodi obi aho ya ma me ho papa mi. Dabi. O man ni ye die. So no. Niema mo target a mo set kura ena ayi mo say 5.1% enye GDP growth. Mo ka kam yenti a mo de 4.1. Import coverage 4 months mo say enye mo de mo ko kan mo say mo de 3 months. Eno ni hope no. Budget way it doesn't tackle the tough decisions. So no. In the beginning of minister's speech, me o can say it was said ye nyina say we are going to take the tough decisions. Send ye beya yenkoye ni business as usual. E hono de menu aketo ato o kan track ke nse na e ho brofo na ye ode na o can be see so sa. You have not, or your government, and fan shisheye bia emaya ye betimi enya anidaso bi ana ahotoso bi se ye budget we ebesesa bibi eni ho sa nanka me pe ono makotu ono ane ne directly no obi tinchen a wanka se o nya sa na o kan but like I said no you free a year no e yikese ba pe budget ye besan duso
offer enyu me dase
me so da mo se
dase pa na wabusuafo bi e wo Madina ana Madina meba the man kind said you the buy or say nana akesi as usual offer is a delight to listen to. Tell him I just love him. By the way, our light has gone off and on 4 times in 1 hour. Hey, Abukubi, darkness everywhere.
Well, next time, no, there be sectors.
Okay.
Energy. So no, energy, agriculture, the financial sector. Eni se ye eni free hun kura. Roads ne ade nyina hu hia but baby a ebetimi a collapse so na atwe wasan pa sa baby mi ense enen na obia fra na yedum ne kaneo na ye mi se yo na me kaneo ena me kwanyo yɛntimi nkɔ so nkwan saa wɔ mmerɛ kora a yɛntena ase nya nhyehyɛe bi a afei yɛbɛka sɛ wei deɛ yɛkɔ yɛnim deɛ mɛsrɛ no sɛ difficult problems are not solved in a day. So no daa ne daa nyinaa no yɛa ne yɛde yɛni ato so sɛ aban wei aba within 3 months ya solve problem. Now no me hwɛ TikTok bi na mmeranteɛ ne mmabaawa bi etu akɔ youth employment sɛ 24-hour economy no wɔn hunu hwee ebe de wɔn bibi someone na moko kan say mobile
na nko mpɛ so mo hu den
omo ba mo si 3 shifts and shift 1 for 1 point or shift 2 for yaba so no
of a simple sir
na someone na mo man crofo feel is a simple sir and na make say you see your politics are you know yen to ya bu enkyere niam mu yie so no and na mpepi no kra no yen politicians no kra no asumudenti ya TBB ani asom without really sitting down and going through it and saying say asemo ye ken ye di kojina platform so kuraka ana there be where there a major thing enti yemfa share back pocket nemu ye ba but ye petumi inti no they also ye can be ya anka one time premium I was saying to me so you hold all of us as politicians accountable.
Mantorino.
Yes, no of us.
Yeah, that's as always. Yame ya domo a yebesi atrase. Na say finance minister and say sector ministers no obi ababa ba cheche ni dem ni ade nti yenso yebeyi no akwa sa.
Sa de ni dem mpene so kura.
Ade na mpene so.
A disjointed presentation. The sectors, you know, they are linked to. And to be a mechanic, they say. Ubetimi, I can say, I, as finance minister, I am giving you the sectoral overview. Ubia dear, make a boom. Nemo, I'm presenting a document from each of the sector ministers to Parliament. And then sector minister, into energy, no about Parliament. No representing it there. Na health about no representing it there. No.
Innovation.
Masa innovation be o for unkwanimu.
Of Avidase. Arabu Boache Chamatinga Jaco Mantorino and Etna Seno. Seno noa ekaeno. Yamaya Lumnia Quay in the bar. You have a chance in the budget on Como because a home here said budget will never hear a fee until home here said you won't be ano.
Srenia Basani in Ayatias.
A here pa over a here pa Medasi. Patricia Sefa Fisher, Prince Bafwa, someone Henry Kwesi Minka, Samuel Appear, and a man Sadat. Production team no, and no. More produce free feeling in answer, Madam Wasi. A friend and I, Obetimi aframe the cardinal me de radio asum dwe jamu nyina makramo